Alright, let's continue our journey of pixel art, and we already finished with like one frame of pixel art. So basically, we're going to use multiple pixel art in order to make your, character moving. So I think the most important part is the idol. Okay, so the idol doesn't mean that she's just standing here still, but rather she's going to move. And a typical way of making a idle animation is by moving up a little bit and down a little bit. So it's like here, like I don't know whether you guys see the like the NPC guys, like there's a girl, she's brilliant. She's acting weird but pretending to be NPC. So basically she's doing something like this. Okay, I'm going to move my hand up a little bit, so it's like this. Okay, so it's just up and down. I know it's goofy, I know it's stupid, but that's how most of the idle animation are done. So for example, if it's not a person, but rather it's a slime, okay? A slime is jumping, moving, or even though it's like not jumping, a slime can also like go slightly higher and lower, higher, lower, just to add a little bit like a variation. Okay, so yeah, let's make this idle animation. So already make this like one sprite collections. So that's the collection that we're going to like finish with one frame. We're going to put it inside, but right now let's just make multiple frames, and at least we get a collection of animation, different frames, and then put it inside. Okay, so it's more like a finished file, right? So we already got this stand 1. Okay, so if I hide it, nothing happens. So what I'm going to do is like a common thing I do is to first make a duplicate group. Okay, so I'm going to say stand 1 copy. Doesn't really matter because I'm going to flat it. I'm going to like a merge group and flat it with just a 1. The reason that I'm doing this is because I want a reference, so this will be our reference. And then in order to save myself a little bit of time, I'm going to duplicate the whole group together, and of course I'm going to rename this creatively stand 2. It's idle animation, so it's a stand. So the reason for I'm doing this is that I can hide the stand 1 and move the stand 1 copy as a reference. As a reference as stand 2, maybe outside of stand 2. Okay, so outside. So basically, stand 1 completely hide it. Okay, and layer 1 there will be a reference layer, and stand 2 is a complete duplication of stand 1. But the reason for me doing this is that I got all this layer information, so I can change the layer. Of course, sometimes you may need to like combine this unnecessary layer. Okay, so yeah, so let's hide this and check what all this layer, what did all this layer do. Okay, basically all that is kind of like a shading. Okay, this is like a sword. Okay, and here it's like a belt. I'm going to move it up here. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is to decrease the opacity just a tiny little bit, so I can see what's down below. Okay, so this is like my previous one, and what I'm going to do is to make it move a little bit. Okay, so yeah, on the higher side, I don't need all this different layer, because this is just a like so yeah, on the higher side I don't need this. So I can just, yeah, let me just get rid of this layer together. Alright, right click, and we can merge layer just one, and then what I'm going to do is to just add that and one layer, and then before we actually do something, we can just hide everything and observe what we have drawn earlier. Okay, all right, and okay, this is what I've drawn earlier. Yeah, I think this one. Okay, I think I messed up something. Yeah. Sorry. This one should get inside. This one should get inside. This one should get outside. Okay, I just get it outside. And let's hide this, and hopefully all this stand can increase the opacity, and I can still get my original one. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is to combine all of this, because I don't think I need this, or I can do something like this. Okay, let me show you. So first, all this can move up a little bit. So basically, I'm going to make at least 6 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so 6 frame, 3 frame to going up, 3 frame going down. So up and down, up and down. Of course, if you want to like save your budget, you can just flip it. Okay, but I'm going to like do that one by one. Don't worry, it will get quicker. It will get quicker. And by the way, I'm beginning myself, so it's just like a process of how I made the character of my indie game. So yeah. So what I'm going to do first, we can use this as reference, and we can let's just merge all this together, and we can make it like up a little bit. So I'm going to make it up a tiny little bit, so 1 pixel. Hopefully, and then I can decrease opacity to here, so you guys can see the difference. Okay, so up a tiny little bit. Okay, up a tiny little bit, and in fact, I think it's not like a 1 pixel. Is it 1 pixel? Okay, I'm going to like hide this, make it like a. Okay, I believe it's just 1 pixel, because I just moved that one up. So choose everything. I used the arrow to make it like up, tiny, a little bit. Okay, so here, let me just use my finger. Okay, just 1. Okay, 1. Okay, that sounds good. But of course, you can use tiny detail without move the whole character up and down. Normally, if like it's just slime, you just move it up and down and change tiny detail. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because this is a really complex character already. So you got like a lot of things to play around with. So first is, let me just decrease this a little bit. First is her hair, right? It's a female character, so we got like a lot of hair to play around with. So first, since I'm trying to make a wing to blow this way, so I can eyedropper. Remember, I already got the pixel art palette here, so I can use eyedropper and change a little bit. So I can make it like going this way. And things is like opacity of this. I can just increase that and just hide what's in the back. Okay, just to make it up a little bit, going down a little bit. So basically, I want our hair to wave and back, wave and back. And things is like I want to show this wave, so I'll just add a little bit of hint going here. And using eyedropper just to get rid of some part, just tiny little bit. Okay, maybe not too much. Okay, just add a little bit here, and using a darker color because it's a back, so most likely it will be like really dark. And the sword, I use this to get rid of some parts here and here. Okay, so it shows that a part of the hair just go back. Yeah, that would do. Like really tiny changes. So if you look at here, okay, so it's really a lot of change, in fact. And I don't know why. Like there's like a belt change. Okay, let me just get rid of this. See the result. Okay, I think the belt change maybe a little bit too much. Maybe a little bit too much. So what I'm going to do is to maybe not make the belt change. So I'm going to make it back. So yeah, sorry, I have to make it back. Well, maybe just a 1 or 2 pixel change. Doesn't really matter because okay, the belt is not changing. Okay, and by the way, sometimes you can squint, and or you can shrink the pixel to a like smaller size so you can have a better look at your pixel. I think this may be a little bit too much, so I'm going to push it down a little bit and using this to add some, like just add 1 or 2 pixel here. Okay, so let's see the result. Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. And right now I got like a 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So yeah, I want to focus on the hair. Okay, I want to focus on the hair. Yeah, where is my camera, by the way? Well, still, I think yeah, I got my hair back. Still, I think it's a little bit stiff. So I want to like focus on one part of the whole body at one time. So right now, this part is not moving. So what I'm going to do is to just change a little bit. So things going down. I'm going to get a hold of this and just make it like push inside a little bit. Just this will be suffice. Okay, so and maybe just a 1 pixel, maybe here. And I can make it like a wave sort of thing. So here, and then since everything would go left, I'm going to use a little bit here. So and this part is not moving, so it seems a little bit weird. So what I'm going to do is to make it more curved, so it's going up, so this should go inside just a little bit, just a tiny little bit. Okay, just tiny little bit. Okay, let's do this again. Okay, and I'm going to add a little bit here, just okay, just okay. So once you're satisfied with this, you can just hide it or just simply delete it and make this a duplicate group. So it'll be the stand copy, and you can flatten it. Merge group, it'll be just 1. Okay, so you already flattened this. Let's just get rid of this layer. Oh yeah, I can get rid of this layer. layer 1, okay, original one, move a little bit, and then this should go like higher up as well. So I want to like move up a little bit. So here, let me just add in a tiny little bit. So going up, and get rid of this part here. So it's sort of like the okay, like curve a little bit. So let me look at this. Can I just merge layer together? Okay, so I can compare. Okay. Yes, then copy 1. Yeah, I think I can get rid of this as well. So get rid of this 1 and 2 and 3. And I believe I can like push this inside a little bit as well. So yeah, there's more up, so let me just make it more up this way. And I can do something like I want to change the pixel, so just to add a little bit variation of the shadowy part. Okay, so and of course, if you want to save a little bit of your budget, you're gonna do something like this. Okay, so I'm going to make a group, new group from layer, and this will be stand 3. Okay, so it'll be something like this: stand 1, okay, stand 2, stand 3, and then I want to loop it. Okay, so there will be a loop like this.